The last game of the night here on High Button Sports. My name's Dayton Camo, welcoming you inside the Q-Plex from Quispam, New Brunswick for a U16AAA matchup between the Cabot Highlanders and the St. John's Vitos. Starting in net tonight for the Highlanders, we have number 30, Hugh Burchell. And on the other end of the ice, number 31, Luca Riva. Referee blows the whistle, and we're about to get set here at the Q-Plex on a Saturday night. Evan Stevens and Will McClellan on the draw. That one won back by McClellan, and the Highlanders are away. A shot there, and that one's quickly saved on by Riva. Face off one there by Stevens. Oh, and a loose puck. That one's put into the back of the net by the Highlanders. A loose puck bobbled in front, and that one's cleaned up by Andrew Jones. The Highlanders will take the early 1-0 lead here. McClellan back on the face-off. That one won by Stevens. And there's McQuaid. McQuaid with it. Up to Cooling. This one sent all the way in by Stevens. Cooling swats at it, misses that one. And this puck gets by McQuaid, and it's all the way back out to neutral ice. Burchell there stops it, and Landry picks it up for the Highlanders. This one out to center ice off a skate, and it's going to go all the way down for McQuaid to pick up. McQuaid loses it in his skates, picked up there by McClellan again. And now the Vitos pick it up in the defensive zone out to neutral ice. Stevens evades a hit and sends it down. Burchell there to pick it up. Now the Highlanders regroup on a defensive breakout, a puck in behind the net, a big hit there. And now the puck comes out to Whitaker at the point. His shot goes all the way through. Saved on by Burchell. That one tried to be center out front. And now a penalty coming on the play. A cross-checking call coming to the Vitos. And that one we touched up. And a cross-checking call early in the first period will bring this one to a halt. That'll be Luc Bellier going off for the cross-check. Draw one there by the Vitos, shorthanded. And now Arbo on it. This one sent all the way back around to the point by Whitaker, and now Boyd on it at the point. He sends it down to McCory. He's got it at the point, and now back to Boyd. Boyd shot on that one's quickly snagged up. Now the face-off will come to the right of Riva. Highlanders still on the power play. McCory on the draw. He'll get kicked out. In comes McInnes. McInnes has that in his skate, and it's back to Boyd. Loose puck at the point, and this one could be a shorthanded break here for the Vitos, but it's picked up again at the point by Boyd, and he'll set up on the power play. Boyd to McCory. McCory skates this one out to center ice, makes a move around his own man, and gets this one deep. That one just comes outside, and the Highlanders will touch up, and that one will be called offside with 17:44 to go. 1:12 left in the penalty to the Vitos. Landry on the draw for the Highlanders. And Cutler for the Vitos. Cutler wins that one back. And it's sent all the way down. Burchell will stop it there for Andy Murray. To Landry. Landry sends it all the way across. Beat into the zone by Beaton. And this one will get cleared out all the way down the ice by Maxie McKinnon. Now Murray on it. He's going to break out here for the Highlanders. Last rush of the power play with 30 seconds to go. But McQuaid gets to that one first in the Vitos defensive end. It'll be sent down one more time. And Burchell leaves it there in the corner for Matthew Beaton. They'll set up, look cross ice. That one knocked away there by Talon Pearson. And Landry has it again one more time. And that one's sent into the benches. We'll get a stoppage play here with 16:39 left to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Burchell. It'll be Talon Pearson on it for the Vitos. And he'll tie up his man, but this one gets picked up by the Highlanders. They're out for a break, and a big hit there at the point. McCory stands up Twinar. Now Twinar with a shot. That one goes over the net, high and wide. Now McCory in the corner. He takes a bump from his man. Now Twinar works it down low. Okay, Twinar in the corner. Back to Landry at the point. He's going to walk in. Fire it back down to Twinar at the corner. Team's back to even strength here, and now Stevens will tie it up in the corner, and they'll send it out to the point. This one just gets cleared out, and it'll go all the way back down, give teams a chance to get some changes going. Now McClellan. Now Whitaker has it for the V's. He'll drop it there for nobody, and McClellan able to get on it. Stevens battling for it for the V's. He'll get that knocked off his stick. And Cooley comes to help, and that one up into the mesh. We'll get a stopping of play. Shots on goal, 3-2 in favor of the Highlanders so far here in this one. An early 1-0 lead for the Highlanders thanks to a loose puck that was capitalized on early. There's another quick shot off the draw. And the Highlanders couldn't capitalize on that one. That one a good save again by Riva. Now McClellan on the draw for the Highlanders. He wins that one to his winger, but it gets taken away. And now Whitaker away for the Vitos. Good stick there at center ice by Beaton. Now Cooling lays a hit down on his man. Stevens gives chase. And now Nadazi plays it out. It gets out to center ice. Now Whitaker has it for the Vitos. They'll turn and circle back. Arbo and McKinnon, or Whitaker play pitch and catch, but it's the Highlanders that come up with it. A big hit from Godin. But now the Highlanders a chance. Here come short-handed now. A big save by Luca. Battle along the near side. And this one's still out at neutral ice. Both teams trying to get some possession time. The Highlanders in their defensive zone. Looking to get the breakout going off the glass. This one's knocked back in by Whitaker. Now Boyd. They'll grab it and go for a skate, pass it off there to the winger, but misses his stick. Now the V's will send this one in. It's McKinnon. He hasn't knocked off his stick. He'll get bumped to the ice, and we will get a stoppage of play. It looks like a penalty coming here. It'll be going to the Highlanders. So the Vitos will get their first chance on the power play here tonight. Stevens on the draw for the Highlanders. Wins it through the legs of the forward. Goes all the way back around to the point. Cormier sends it back to the point. McKinnon takes his time, looks around, back down to the corner. Shot saved by Burchell. Now here come the Vitos again. There's Stevens. Back up to the point. Cormier to McKinnon. McKinnon looks to the slot. That one squeaks by, and Cormier has it again at the point. Sends one through off a skate. Now Stevens. Back to McKinnon. The Vitos loving that bumper play. Hasn't worked for them so far, but there's been opportunities. And now a chance here for Livingstone. A shot off the side of the net. This one sent back out to the point. McKinnon's still there. Now here comes Cooling. Cooling tries to work through two Highlanders, and that one gets sent all the way back down. And Riva will pick it up. Here comes Cooling through center ice, runs into his own man. They get sent all the way back down again. Riva there to stop it for the Vitos. He's got a man on him. Now the breakout started here for the Vitos. It's Carson O'Toole. He'll stop up, look for an option. Takes too much time, and now puck gets stripped off of his stick. He'll have to regroup, send it back to McQuaid. McQuaid to O'Toole. O'Toole working in wide. He's going to drive at the slot, drop it for McQuaid. McQuaid goes into the corner for Whitaker, but that one just out of his reach. And it'll go all the way back down. Both teams back to even strength. A power play that comes up unsuccessful for the Vitos, and now a pass the other way. Boyd picks it up. He evades a hit, stops up, and almost loses the puck. But he's got it. Still able to put it down into the corner, and now Twinar has it off his stick, and it'll go for the eventual icing. Just over half a period gone in this first period here at the Q-Plex, and Quispam says a 1-1 or a 1-0 game in favor of the Highlanders. Stewart gets kicked out of the draw. Twinar will come in. Now Boyd. He's going to send one through. That one goes wide. Nadazi will pick it up at the point and send that back in. There's Boyd. That one's knocked off of his stick. This one goes all the way around. There's O'Toole there for the Vitos to pick it up. It gets out to center ice. Boyd's there to pick it up for the Highlanders and send it back up. A quick pass. Twinard's got a lane, but it'll go all the way for the icing. 10:55 left to go. Face-off one there by the Highlanders. And it's put back into the zone. Boyd there for the Highlanders to reset up to Twinar. Twinar has that off his stick, and now it's a shot by the Vitos. That goes just wide. Now back out to McKinnon. They'll send it across to Preston Brake. Brake will work his way back up. Stop up. And that one's sent all the way back in by Shauna Hearn. This one rolls by Hearn. He's on the chase here. And now the Vitos lose the puck. Cabot Highlanders get a chance to go on the offense, but it's picked up by McKinnon, and he'll reset for the Vitos. All the way out to center ice, and a lot of back and forth action here tonight. McKinnon will touch up. That'll be blown dead. 9:59 to go. Cutler out here on the draw for the Vitos. McCory for the Highlanders. McCory gets knocked out. McInnes will have to come in and take the draw for him. That's one back. Whitaker. He'll take his time, giving away, and now McInnes has it open in the slot. He'll send one on, and Riva will cover up. The Highlanders doing a good job tonight of taking control of those loose pucks that the Vitos cough up in their defensive zone and really able to make chances out of it. Now this one out to neutral ice. Stopped up there, a big hit. And you hear the boys on the bench getting loud for that one. This one gets sent all the way back in, and Birchall will stop it for Boyle. And there's Landry. Landry, the big 88 out there. You can't miss him. Arbo sends it in. Knocked in again, and Birchall out of his crease one more time to pick it up. Now Beaton. Sends it back to McInnes, and we'll get going here one more time. Boyle misses that pass, and now a chance for the Vitos the other way. Livingstone puts a move on his man, but it goes into the corner. Now Cormier, shot from the point. That one goes wide. Stevens has it off of his stick, and now a big hit down there again by Livingstone. Stevens will knock that one in. And Boyd will have it at the point. This one off the stick of the defender, and it will get blown dead for an icing here with 8:09 left to go in the first period. Shots on goal, 7-2 in favor of the Highlanders. The Vitos struggling to really get anything on net, get some offense going. They'll have to regroup going into the second period if they can't get anything going here, and see if they can really find some offense. That draw won by the Highlanders, and now Beaton on it. They'll get beaten to the puck by Cormier, but it'll be a penalty on the play. 2 minutes for interference. The Highlanders will go back to the power play. Cormier will get the gate. McClellan skating in here for the Highlanders to take the draw. Shanks for the Vitos. That one to the side and finally put out by the Vitos. It's a Hearn on Landry. Landry gets that one to center, and now the Vitos will break in. McClellan will send that one in, but it's all the way down the ice again. A good short-handed chance there. Now a pass in the feet for McHattie. But the Highlanders able to put that one deep. It gets poked out. And now they'll have to regroup one more time. Minute 20 left to go in this power play. Now Landry circles the back of the net. He'll take his time. That one poked away by McKinnon. And now the Highlanders will have to come out and reset again on this power play. Here's Boyd. That one gets taken away. Now Boyd again will set up behind his net. Half a minute to go on the man advantage. Boyd in the corner, sends that one wide off a stick, and now Arbo will have it for the Vitos. They'll send it back down off the hand of Andy Murray. Now back to Boyd. Boyd to McCory. Drops it back to Boyd. He'll go for a skate. Up to Murray. Murray drops there. That one's saved on by Riva. A good shot. The best chance so far of the power play for the Highlanders. This one gets knocked all the way down, and McInnes will have to come back and reset. Last chance of the power play, and now both teams back to even strength. Boyd cuts back through the middle, finds a lane. They'll send that one across, but it's taken by Whitaker. Now Whitaker on it for the Vitos. They'll go through the neutral zone. Try to go around his man. That one's going to get to by Andy Murray. Twinar and Boyd putting the body down there on deck. Now McCory up to Cade Twinar. Twinar has that one roll off his stick. Now a chance again for the the Highlanders. Back to Beaton at the point. They'll send that one in. Stewart sends it back to Beaton. He'll send a shot in. That one blocked, and it'll go back away again all the way down the ice for the Vitos, and that'll be an icing with 4:56 left to go here in the first period. One 0 the score thanks to an early goal from the Cabot Highlanders. A loose puck in front, and they capitalized on it. Now a puck in the feet. This one's picked up at the point. A wide shot almost off the side of the net, and now away goes Belia. Offside call at the Cabot Highlanders line. We'll get a stoppage play, 4:38 to go. Now Cutler on the draw for the Vitos against McClellan. Draw one by McClellan, but Cutler picks it up and sends it into the Highlander zone. Murray to Boyle. Boyle sends that one out of the zone. It's got to by Havercourt. Havercourt with a shot on, saved by Riva. Havercourt down there in the corner with McClellan. This one's sent all the way down the ice. Linesman has his hands up for the icing. Will it get there? It won't. They waved it off. Now Boyle picks it up, sends it to neutral ice, and now it's sent in. Riva will have to stop up. Picked up by McQuaid. Now a chance for the Highlanders working in. McClellan's shot goes over the net and wide. Phillips sends it back around. McClellan with a shot saved on, and that one will be stopped by Riva. .334 left to go here in the first period at the Q-Plex. in Quispamsis. If you're still tuned in here on High Button Sports, we thank you. A big slate of games here on a Saturday and another slate of games on Sunday. Make sure you're tuned in. Catch all the action right here on High Button. Face-off will be redone here. Beaton and Cooling on it. Now Boyd at the point, sends one through, shot saved by Riva. Picked up by Cooling. We'll send that backhand out to center ice. It's missed by Livingstone, and he sends his man, Sawyer Nadazdi, over the bench, almost into the opposing bench. Now Whitaker. They'll leave it there for Stevens. He takes a tumble. Now Stevens drops it for Cooling. Cooling will send that one all the way down, picked up by Boyd at the point. Boyd's pass off the stick of Livingstone and into the corner for Beaton. Beaton will pick it up and send it back down to Boyd. Boyd muscled off the puck there, and now Nadazdi will come back and pick it up for the Highlanders and send this one out back to neutral ice. Whitaker to Arbo. Arbo, he's going to go for a skate. He runs into his own man, and Whitaker picks it back up for the Vitos. There goes Whitaker, sending it back in. Burchell picks it up, and Nadazdi has it stripped from him. Arbo at the point, sends it back in. Vitos finally gets some offensive zone time. Livingstone back to Cooling. Cooling sends a shot through, saved by Burchell. And now a little rough stuff in front of the net. Looks like there's going to be a penalty on the play. A couple of players, even the linesman, sent to the ice on that one. We'll see what the calls are here on the play. Looks like it'll be Boyd and Livingstone going off for their respective teams. Still jawing at each other through the box. Livingstone and Boyd about to become best friends. Greeley on the draw for the Vitos. He wins that one back, but it's picked up by the Highlanders. They're away. That one chipped in by McCaddy. Now McCory lays a body on his man. Picked up again by the Vitos. It's Cooling. Sent all the way down, and will it go for the icing? Yes, it will. Just had enough on it. A shot from McKinnon off the glass and rolls all the way down. Minute 48 left to go in the first period here at the Q-Plex. The arena slowly starting to get some butts in seats here. Now McCory working in on the draw for the Highlanders. He wins that one back. McCaddy sends it across to Beaton. Now it's sent all the way back out. Murray has to race after that one. Him and Shanks battling for it down there at the corner, and now it's back out to Godin. Godin with the shot. That one off the leg in front, bounce in front, and now finally a save from Burchell. He'll cover up a loose puck in front. Vitos finally getting some offensive pressure here, the third shot of the period. Meanwhile, the Highlanders already into the double digits. Now McClellan on the draw, but that one's won back by Greeley. Puck goes up. Shanks back to Greeley. Now McKinnon at the point. He gets run into, but the puck back down to Shanks behind the net. Now Ahern. Ahern has his stick tangled up, and a shot on by Ahern, and Birchall will cover up with two players down in the corner tangled up. Dagla on the face-off for the Vitos. He wins that back. That one gets to the point. McQuaid not able to keep it in, and now it's sent back in by Poirier. Puck at neutral ice, sent back out by Poirier. He makes a move on his man. He gets bodied off the puck, and now sent back to the point. And a big hit there by Landry. Some confusion on the ice there from Sutter McQuaid, and the puck goes back to the point and sent back down into the corner. Now O'Toole on it. Now Dagla on it for the Vitos. They'll send that one up. Past the stick of O'Toole, and it'll go all the way down the ice. Not enough for an icing. McKinnis there to pick it up. And now Boyd will stop it up, and that will do it for the first period of play here on High Button Sports. We'll be back from the Q-Plex with second period of action right after this.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back to the Q-Plex in Quispamsis, New Brunswick. I'm Dayton Camo with High Button Sports, welcoming you into second period action between the Cabot Highlanders and the St. John Vitos. The Highlanders lead the Vitos 1-0 through 20 minutes of play thanks to an early goal in the first minute of action. The Highlanders lead the Vitos 12-3 in favor of shots. The face-off will come momentarily. Referees getting set at center ice. It'll be Greeley, Livingstone, and Cooling out for the Vitos. But that face-off won by the Highlanders and knocked right back into the Vitos zone. It'll be Godin on it. Knocks it back to McKinnon. Up the boards to Livingstone, and that one gets sent all the way back down into Highlanders territory. Livingstone sends that one in. And now a shot on for McKinnon. And that one saved up by Burchell. That'll be Stevens on the draw. Wins this one back to Max McKinnon. McKinnon shot through, and that one saved again by Burchell. Now the face-off again to the right of Hugh Burchell. Evan Stevens on the draw for the Vitos. And McCory for the Highlanders. This one won back to the point by the Vitos. McKinnon, he'll take his time, walk the line. Send a shot through, that one just goes wide. Now the Vitos try and set up here. Stevens, he gets hit into the boards by McCory. Now Cooling has that one go off his stick, and now the Vitos are away with it at neutral ice. Now McKinnon has it in the corner. Now McCaddy on it for the Highlanders. It's taken by Livingstone. They'll skate it away to center ice here for the Vitos, trying to get something going offensively early in the second period. Livingstone on it, behind the net, sends it out front. That one off the back of the net. Now McCory will pick it up for the Highlanders. Now it's a 2-on-2 the other way. McCaddy has it wide. He'll send a shot on off the post. That one a great chance there for Rolly McCaddy. But Riva sends it aside, and now it'll be picked up by Carson O'Toole. O'Toole out to center ice. That one knocked away by Merrick Stewart and sent back in. Now McKinnon, he's at a long shift here. 2 minutes on the ice for McKinnon. He'll have to send it off and go to Cormier, and he'll go off to the bench. Now the Vitos. Back to the point, Cormier's shot. That one stopped off by the stick. And now a fight along the neutral zone near wall. Balea will work it up into neutral ice. They'll evade a check, and they'll knock the man down. It was Beaton coming to lay the hit on him, but Balea got the best of him. Now here come the Vitos. It's McQuaid. He'll send a shot in off the leg of Andy Murray. Andy Murray wearing 27 for the Highlanders, and Ryan Murray wearing 72, or Sam Murray wearing 72. Now a chance here for the Highlanders the other way. It's a shot on, and that one goes over the net by Poirier, and now it'll ring all the way back around, and Landry will have to pick it up, but it's Burchell on it first for the Highlanders. Now McCory takes a spill, and now Greeley's on it. They'll send it around into the corner, but Landry's first to pick it up. Now the Highlanders are away. Havercourt. They'll drive wide. Ahern, he can't get it out. Now it's knocked back in, and Havercourt's on it for the Highlanders. Havercourt out front. That one, loose puck. Nobody can get to it. McClellan searching for it. Now it's knocked back out to the point. Boyle sends it back in. Now Landry, he'll drive wide and deep. That one sent across the slot, and Ahern the only one there to pick it up for the Vitos to knock it down the ice. It'll be an icing call coming. .16 minutes left to go here in the second period. Will McClellan and Jacob Greeley on the face-off here. That one won by McClellan. Now Shanks. They'll take that one out, lay a big hit there. And now another hit received by Greeley, but both of those Vitos boys staying up. And McClellan. Drop back to Boyd. Now McClellan again, he'll send that one. Tried to center it out front. Now Ahern, he tries to knock it away. He gets knocked off the puck, and Whitaker is on it in the corner, but Landry gets to it first for Cabot. Now Arbo, he's got 3 Highlanders on him. He gets the puck first, knocks it up to Ahern, but Ahern can't get a stick on that. Now Arbo again, he'll take it, put it off the glass, and Landry sends it right back in, and that'll be stopped up by Burchell. Or Riva, excuse me. Now the face-off to the left of Riva Luca. Maxim McKinnon on it. Now Godin. Godin sends that one up to the blue line, but it's knocked back in by McCory, and now Cutler away. Picked up by Boyd. Boyd tries to send that one to his defenseman, but it's knocked away, and now Cutler again. They'll send a shot through. It's knocked off at the hash marks, and now it'll be sent back to McKinnon at the neutral zone. Now Boyd. Up the boards to McCaddy. McCaddy gets that one out, and it's back out to neutral zone for the Vitos. McKinnon sends that one to center ice. It's off a skate. Now Godin sends it back to McKinnon. Center ice off the stick of Cutler. It's into the defensive zone for the Highlanders. They'll pick it up. Phillips sends it all the way out to neutral ice. McKinnon there again for the Vitos. He's been solid so far today. McCaddy, he takes a bump there into the boards. And now McCory fighting for it with McKinnon. Gets knocked all the way down to the left of Riva Luca, and it'll be an icing call. .13:50 left to go here in the second period. A 1-0 lead still for the Cabot Highlanders over the St. John Vitos. Shots on net 13-7 in favor of the Highlanders. So the Vito is able to get some more pucks on net. 4 so far here in this second period. But now McCaddy, they'll race to that, and it'll be an icing call. Again to the Highlanders. Stevens will come in for the draw again for the Vitos as the Highlanders get some lines straightened out after the icing. Coach has some words for Sawyer Nadazi, and he'll head off. Now Stevens wins that draw back to the point. Shot on, saved by Burchell, and now a hand pass. It's knocked away, no call. And a big hit by Landry. Now Cormier, he'll send that one, and it'll go offside. Now the Vitos have to touch up, but Landry goes for a skate, takes advantage of that open ice. And now McCory will send that one in. He runs into Landry. Now the Vitos will break out. Here comes Sutter McQuaid. Tries to wheel through. That one picked up by Beaton. Now Stevens will knock around for it. And Cooling gives a shove to Landry. This one's sent across. Big blocker save there by Burchell. Now it'll go off the glass. Landry knocks at it, and that's back to Cormier. Cormier will try to find Livingstone. And now Stevens with a big hit. And Cormier will have to go back and retrieve that puck for the Vitos. Now it's center ice. Now a chance here for the Vitos coming in. It's Daigle. He's denied by Burchell. Tries the forehand backhand through the 5-hole. But Burchell says not today. A great chance on the breakaway. Probably the best of the game for the Vitos. Now the face-off will come to the outside. Face-off one back by the Vitos. It'll be Whitaker. Up to O'Toole. Puck knocked off his stick and Dagla's on it. Dag out front. That shot knocked away, and now the Vitos will reset. Arbo at the point to Whitaker. Whitaker, he tries to make a move on Twinar. And now Murray. Murray will pick it up for the Highlanders, knock it away to Poirier, and Poirier gets taken off the puck, but here goes O'Toole. Loose puck in the corner. O'Toole muscles off Murray. Now O'Toole on the half wall. He's working for it. It's taken away. Now Poirier's down the wing for the Highlanders. He makes a move on Arbo, but Arbo gets a skate on it. Arbo's first to the puck. Now O'Toole. He sends Twinar into the boards, and now it's a 2-on-1 the other way, but a great play defensively there by Murray to get to that one first. And now a shot on. Whitaker. Whitaker and Nadazi. They battle for it. Now O'Toole picks it up. O'Toole sends it down low. Now Boyd. They'll work away from danger, off the glass, back to the point. Now it's a shot through, saved by the blocker of Burchell, up into the air and into the corner. Now Poirier on the wall, he sends it off, and it's down into the defensive zone for the Vitos. They'll have to pick up and have a quick up while the Cabot Highlanders are changing. It's Maxim McKinnon working his way up through neutral ice. He's trying to find a lane. He sends it into the corner, and now Shanks will be first to it. Greeley. He's taken down. Ahern lays a hit down there in the corner, but Landry comes away with the puck. He sends it into the glove of McKinnon. McKinnon works away from him, tries to get the puck up to Greeley, and now Ahern is away. Chance for Sean Ahern to beat in, but now he's put into the corner by Boyle. Now a chance for the Vitos to get things going. Ahern runs into the corner, and Boyle takes the puck away from him. Back to Godin. Godin sends it deep, and Landry will send this one around. Picked up finally by Raleigh McCaddy in the feet. He'll poke this one through. Now Godin. He picks that one up, and McKinnon will send it all the way down. A chip by the red line and into the defensive zone here for the Highlanders. Some offense trying to be created here for the Vitos. Break Cutler. And now Pearson out there, but a goal from the Highlanders. What a shot. A 2-0 lead now for the Highlanders. It'll be William McClellan picking that one up as he leads the flyby. And a 2-0 lead now for the Cabot Highlanders here at the Q-Plex. 9 minutes to go here in the second period. These teams back at it tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. Now this one's sent all the way back in. Burchell there to pick it up. Burchell lays a hit. And that's a big hit from the goaltender, Burchell, that'll get some noise from the boys on the bench as he stands into Talon Pearson behind the net. Now a shot on from the point. That one in from Boyd. He'll get stopped up. Boyd now on it again at the far side point, and that one just goes wide. The Highlanders now getting some offensive pressure going. It'll be McQuaid. Back to Cormier. He'll send this one down. Will it be on net? It will. And now Burchell will have to stop it there for Nadazdi. Sawyer Nadazdi. Up the wall, chipped on by Cooling, and now Arbo will pick it up there for the Vitos. Back to Livingstone. Livingstone has it now. He'll take a shot, and that one's snagged on by Burchell. He gets run into by a couple of Vitos at the net front. Now there will be a couple penalties on the play. Make that one penalty. It looks like the Vitos will be shorthanded as Jake Arbo will be the only Vito or the only player heading to the penalty box. That'll send the Cabot Highlanders to the power play here with 8:01 left to go in the second period. We'll see how much this Vito's penalty kill can get done here on the shorthanded opportunity. Beaton, Stewart out there for the Highlanders with Nadazdi, Boyd, and Cohen Phillips. That pass by the Cabot Highlanders off a stick, and now they'll have to reset here on the power play. Boyd will set up behind the net. Out to center ice. This one's picked up by McKinnon, and he'll waste some time by sending it back to Whitaker, who sends it down the ice. Or Godin, excuse me. Now the Highlanders trying to break out, but DeVito's able to take control in the offensive zone, shorthanded, and waste some more time. There's Stevens. Send it back all the way down on to Burchell, and Burchell will have to come out one more time and stop it up. Now the Highlanders starting the regroup here on the breakout. That pass tried to hit Nadazdi all the way down, and it will be an icing on the power play to the Highlanders. So 43 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Cabot, and they still have yet to put a shot on net in the power play. Cutler on the draw for the Vitos. He'll tie up his man on the draw, and now Livingstone will work in, trying to find the loose puck. Now Nadazdi. They'll work that one out to center ice. McCory breaks in, sends one out front. That one saved by Riva Luca. .6:22 left to go in the second period. Now the Cabot Highlanders lead by 2 after a goal by Willie McClellan just a few short minutes ago. Now this one's sent all the way back down to kill the remaining 15 seconds left here on the penalty to Jake Garbeau. Now a penalty coming here to the Highlanders. It'll be an interference penalty. So that'll negate the rest of the power play for the Highlanders with 7 seconds left. It'll be 7 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Vitos will be off to the man advantage. McKinnon has that one knock over his stick, and now he's back at neutral ice. He'll drop it here for Cooling. Cooling. As the Vitos get set on the power play now, he'll drop it to Cormier. Cormier takes his time. He'll go for a skate. Drops it back there for Cooling. Cooling. Across. Shot. Saved by Burchell off the blocker, and that one goes up into the netting. Some good puck movement there from the Vitos. Some of the best puck movement we've seen from them all game. As you hear over the live speaker, that penalty to James McCory. 2 minutes for interference. Now McKinnon. He'll get that one at center ice. Work it up the boards. Almost runs out of room. Now he'll pass it back to Cooling. He'll send it to Stevens for the break-in here on the power play. Cooling. She leaves it for McKinnon. McKinnon on the backhand. Sends it across to Cormier. Now another power play coming here for the Vitos. It'll be a 5-on-3. Because now it'll be Landry going off for the interference calls. So 2 straight interference calls for the Cabot Highlanders send them to a 5-on-3. And now they'll have some work to do here with 5:12 left to go in the second period. So at least a minute and 4, a 5-on-3 here for the Vitos unless they score. That'll be back to McKinnon. To Cormier. Back to McKinnon. Down low to Stevens. Back up to Cormier. To Stevens. Work in. That shot scores! A bounce off a stick in the slot. And that one fooled Hugh Burchell. And Evan Stevens has the Vitos on the board here. 2-1 Highlanders. So the Vitos get themselves on the board on the power play. Still a minute 42 left to go on the man advantage on the penalty to Daniel Landry. Now it'll be Cormier. Back to McKinnon. Cormier and McKinnon, 2 steady defensemen out here so far tonight for the Vitos. Now Murray. Murray will pick it up. They'll drop it there for Boyle, but Boyle will miss on the check, and now it'll be brought out front by Daigle. To O'Toole. O'Toole will work it around, and Phillips will be there to knock it all the way down the ice for the Highlanders.
Assist number 22, Mason Cooling. Stevens from Cooling at 15:06.
The official call on the goal, Evan Stevens from Mason Cooling at 15:06. But now McKinnon at the point again. He's going to send a shot through. That one tipped on. Burchell will have it. Rebound is knocked wide. Whitaker picks it up and sends it back to McKinnon at the point. McKinnon. He'll walk the line. He'll take his shot across to Daigle. Daigle works in, tries to beat it across. And that one so close for the Vitos, almost tying this one up. 30 seconds left to go here on the man advantage. And they'll need a quick up for McKinnon. He'll skate it up. And that one just offside at the line with 20 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Vitos. So the Vitos finally finding life here in this game, cutting the Highlanders lead to 1. They've got a chance for one last rush here on the power play. Now McQuaid, send that one in. He's first on the puck. Now Stevens, the goal scorer. He'll work alongside the board. Landry will get ready to come out. And now team's back to even strength as Landry will come back to the defensive zone. That one worked in, but it's fought wide off the side of the net, and now it's poked away again. Now break in the slot. He'll try and send a shot through, and now another penalty will coming here. This time, another penalty coming to the Highlanders. It'll send the Vitos back to the man advantage with 2:54 to go. So they have it as a double minor up on the board. We'll see if that stays. If it does, what a chance here for the Vitos to get back in this one. Now McKinnon and Cormier manning the points again on the man advantage, just like they did moments ago. Shot saved there by Burchell. Just gets a piece of it by the glove. Now Livingstone to Cormier to McKinnon. McKinnon, he'll walk, no angle. Sends it down into the feet of Cooling, but it'll be picked up there for Stevens. Now Cooling to McKinnon again. He'll take his time. Back to Cooling. He's going to walk in, take a shot, saved on by Burchell. Try for the short side. No daylight. So it is a double minor on the play to Willie McClellan. We'll have 1:06 of power play time to carry over into the third period if this one stays. Now O'Toole behind the net. Back to the point. McQuaid sends that one across to Whitaker, and it'll get knocked out. Just squeak over the blue line. Now Billier. They'll skate that one down, knocked into the zone. Now the Highlanders will set up. Boyle. He has it in the defensive zone off the glass. This one's knocked down. It'll go the length of the ice. Will it be there for an icing? It won't be enough. Now a nice move behind the net by Sutter McQuaid. He'll put the toe drag on Lucas Havercourt. Now Belea at the point. Sends this one down, a shot out front. This one just wide by Sutter McQuaid. And a big hit down there by Havercourt, returning the favor. Now McQuaid sends this one all the way around, hits the man off the bench. No penalty called. Now Daigle works his way back in. Off a stick. This one will be high in the air along the wall by the Vitos bench. This one sent all the way back. Cormier picks it up again to McKinnon. Cormier and McKinnon back out on the man advantage. Now McKinnon works his way in. Shot saved by Burchell. This one cleared all the way back down the ice. 25 seconds left to go here in the period. 1:28 to go on the power play for the Vitos. Now this one almost picked up there by McKinnon. 3 Vitos running into themselves. Now Nadazdi has a chance the other way for the Highlanders. He'll put a shot on. That one saved off the side of the net by Riva Luca. Now McKinnon sends it out to Cooling. He'll take a shot. He's got 2 seconds left. Now Livingstone can't get that one through. And that'll be it through 40 minutes. We've got a 2-1 game between the Cabot Highlanders and the St. John Vitos. We'll be right back for your third period of action on High Button Sports.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back to the Q-Plex in Quispamsis, New Brunswick. My name's Dayton Camo for High Button Sports, and we've got third period of action set to get underway between the Cabot Highlanders and the St. John Vitos. A 2-1 lead for the Highlanders after they took a 2-0 lead. The Vitos bounce back with a power play goal at the end of the second period, and now we've got a hockey game. The Vitos will start this period on the man advantage, with Will McClellan serving a 4-minute double minor with 46 seconds left to go on that. Now Stevens. McKinnon will send that across to Cormier. Now Cormier takes his time, sends it back to McKinnon. McKinnon, the quarterback for this power play, sends it back to Livingstone, and his shot is just fanned on, and it'll be sent down the ice with 20 seconds to go here in this Vitos power play. Now McKinnon stops up, drops it for Cormier. Cormier sends it up to Cooling. And now it's brought on and sent back down into the defensive zone. Loose puck, nobody can get to it, and now it's Stevens on it, but that one knocked past him, and a 3-on-1 the other way here for Cabot. Here they go, a shot just wide of the net. Almost a 3-1 hockey game. Now Stevens to Cormier. Back to Havercourt. Havercourt sent it back out in front, and Stevens picked it up. And Cooling will send it to center. Now Boyle, he'll get it and send it in for the Highlanders, right down behind Rivaluka. Now Whitaker will try and work that one up, sent high and wide across the ice for Cooling. Now he'll give pressure on Boyle. Landry sends that one up the ice for Poirier, and now a penalty called. It'll be Cooling going off for the slash. It'll send the Highlanders to the power play here with 18:09 left to go in this third period. Rolly McCaddy on the draw. He wins that one back. Now Landry. Daniel Landry spins, takes a shot. That one's saved by Rivaluka. Now this one off the wall, and it'll go all the way down the ice. Now Landry will set up behind the net for the Highlanders. Now McCory. It'll drive wide, James McCory. Takes it wide, drives in. But this one taken away by Greeley, and he'll send this one down the length of the ice, killing off a precious amount of seconds for the Highlanders on their power play.
3-2-3, 5-3-5-8. If you have this ticket, you are now $118 richer. Go on down to Penny Box and collect your winnings.
Now McCaddy on the doorstep, sends it in front, they score. Ryan McInnes bangs home the rebound, sent out front by Rolly McCaddy, and the Highlanders restore their 2-goal lead. So the Highlanders capitalizing on that power play with a goal from Ryan McInnes. 3-1 Highlanders. Now Beaton on it behind the net. He'll get shoved into the boards by Cormier. Poirier will send that back around. McQuaid falls on the puck, and this one's sent all the way back out to the point. It'll finally get out. Now it's a loose puck at center ice. A big hit. Sutter McQuaid stepping in to Jameis Beaton. Those two will get a chance to exchange pleasantries again tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock here at the Q-Plex. These two teams face off once again. Now McQuaid tries to lay a hit on his man, and now Poirier's away for the Highlanders. Poirier on the half wall, sends a puck to Boyd. Boyd tried to work it around, and now here comes McClellan. Back to Beaton. Beaton with a shot. That one dipped in front, just wide. Now Boyd. Boyd will pick it up again for the Highlanders. Send it deep around. Picked up by McQuaid. McQuaid up to Ahern, and now a penalty coming to the Highlanders. Cutler taken away, and he'll go down as a penalty is called. A slash. That one will go to Andrew Jones. Oh, Andrew Jones will make his way out of the penalty box, and it will be William McClellan going back in. McClellan picking up the 4-minute penalty at the end of the second. Now another penalty to his name here on the score sheet. Now the Vitos will win this one. Livingstone back to McKinnon. McKinnon works the line, walking it across, back to Livingstone. Livingstone at the point to McKinnon. Livingstone trying to set up for that one-timer. Now Livingstone back in front. This one saved on by Burchell. Now Cooling back to Livingstone. Livingstone taking down. He was wrapped up by Jones. Now McKinnon around the defenseman, puts a move on Raleigh McCaddy, and now the Vitos are away. Livingstone on the man advantage. He's going to work his way in, stop up, drop it back to McKinnon, back to Livingstone. Now Livingstone works his way in. Tries to go to Cooley on the half wall. Now it's back to McKinnon. To Stevens. He'll take his time. Now McKinnon at the point, looking for a shot. Sends it through, just wide. Now Nadazdi will clear that out. Now it's back out front. A loose puck. Now it's cleared on, and Cooling will have it again. McKinnon at the top. Sends one through. Shot saved by Burchell. Rebound put on in front, just wide. And now another shot just wide. Chances all over the place. Now Livingstone will send a shot through. That's blocked in front by McCory. And Boyd will rip this one off the stanchion. It takes a weird bounce and goes right to McKinnon at the point. McKinnon gonna walk in, send a shot through, scores! Maxie McKinnon on the power play, puts one to the back of the net. You send one in, it'll go through. You never know what'll happen when you put pucks on net, and Maxie McKinnon gets a break there. 3-2 for the Highlanders with 14:07 left to go. All the Vitos need is a goal here, 5-on-5. They've looked dominant all night long on the power play. Now they've cut the Highlanders' lead to 1 again.
Vitos, second goal, power play goal, number 2, Maxim McKinnon. Assist number 22, Jason Cooley. And number 11, Alexander Daigle. McKinnon from Cooley and Daigle at 5:53.
Here's the goal call. Goal for McKinnon. Assist by Daigle and Cooley. Now this puck will be shot across. Arbo will get that one and regroup here for the Vitos as they look to get some offense going. O'Toole ahead to Dag. And now another penalty coming to the Highlanders. Finally touched up down there in the corner. And it'll be another head contact penalty coming. We'll see if this one is 2 or 4. Looks like it will just be a 2-minute minor for head contact for Daniel Landry. Landry slams his stick on the glass in the box. He's not a happy camper down there. But the Vitos have a chance to get this one evened up on the power play. The special teams unit has dominated all night for the Vitos. They've looked confident on the power play. Here's McKinnon, the goal scorer. Walks the line, sends it deep. Cormier's on it there for the Vitos with Livingstone. Now Livingstone has it, pokes it. Can't get to it first, so now Murray will send it to the point, and this one will go out. And McKinnon will have to come regroup for the Vitos. McKinnon around his net to Cormier. Now Cormier. He'll work it up off the wall. Nobody there to receive it for the Vitos, and now it'll be a loose puck, almost a chance the other way for Rolly McHattie. Now the Vitos get this one out to McKinnon at the point. He'll send a shot through off the pad of Birchall and back to Livingstone. Now McKinnon again. He's going to look to Cormier. He sends that one shot, scores! Kaysen Cooling, right place, right time, 3-3 power play goal for the Vitos. Knots this one up. Now this draw one back. Godin sends it back to Shanks. Shanks will regroup here for the Vitos. Now McKinnon up the wall into the feet of Shanks, and this one will be picked up by Rolly McHattie for the Highlanders in the offensive zone. Sends it back to the point. Landry will send that one through. Stopped by the stick of Greeley. Now Shanks will go ahead. Shanks sends it in. Ahern on the chase. Stopped up by Birchall. Oh, that one sent out front just a bit out of the reach of Shanks. And now this will go down. Jones on it. Picked up by McQuaid. McQuaid puts a move on Jones. He gets around him. Puck knocked off his stick. And now it'll be banged back out to center ice. And Riva Luca will stop it there for the Vitos. Now Ahern. Ahern across in the middle of the ice to Sutter McQuaid. McQuaid working his way in. He'll send this one deep in around the length of the ice. Now Boyd. He sends Shanks to the ice.
Once again, folks, we're looking a 3-50-50 ticket with 3-2-3, 5-3-5-8. In U.S. ticket, 3-2-3, 5-3-5-8. You are now $118 richer. Come on down to the penalty box and select your winning.
Well, that's the second time they've announced the 50-50 winner here tonight. If they do it a third time and nobody goes down, I might go down myself and pick up the money. Now the Vitos will send this one to center ice. This one up the wall by Beaton, knocked in by Cade Twinar. Now this one up the wall to Break. Break will give chase on that one, and Murray looks to be first to it, and that one will go the length of the ice for an icing. 9:40 left to go. Shots now 24-19 in favor of the Vitos, who have came back and tied this game. The power play has been their specialty team, or their specialty here tonight. McCory wins that back to Boyd. Boyd sends a fluttering shot through. Now Whitaker sends it around the boards. Pearson takes a hit along the boards, almost on the numbers. And McCory tries to lunge out and put a hit on Cutler there. That one will go all the way down the ice again for another icing call on the Vitos here with 9:21 left to go in the third period. Now McCory wins that one back. McInnes will try to hit Boyd at the point, and it'll go across the blue line, and the Highlanders will have to touch up as Riva Luca sends that one aside for Jake Arbo. Arbo on it now. Pass back to Whitaker. They play pitch and catch behind the net. Now the Vitos try to break out, but that one off the skate of Cutler. A dangerous pass there from Whitaker. And now they'll set up again. Whitaker on the half wall, evades a check and now puts it up to Break, and Break will send that one by. And Nadazdi will pick it up for the Highlanders. Loose puck along the near side wall, and that one's picked up by Daigle in the defensive zone. Back to Arbo. This one sent all the way along to Break. He can't make it there, and now Dag will have to pick it up again for the Vitos. O'Toole ran into there, but he stays on his 2 feet. Now it's knocked into the offensive zone by Jones. All the way back down. Boyle picks it up. Now a big hit there by Daigle on Boyle. But Boyle stays up, and now another big hit from Balea. Now a loose puck at center ice. Balea comes in. Now it's back to the point. McKinnon. He's got one already in this one. To Billier. Billier out front trying to find Daigle. That one off his stick. Billier takes one more shot, but that one's fanned, and now it's McClellan in the corner. Sends this one out to center ice. Knocked in by Stevens. Now Landry. They'll skate up to Phillips. Cohen Phillips. He'll walk in, shot just wide. Now Livingstone chips that one out. Has a chance here for the Highlanders. Phillips again at the point. That one shot off a stick and into the netting. 6:42 left to go here in the third period. Beaten on the draw for the Highlanders against Stevens. Stevens wins that one back cleanly. Now Livingstone chips it out. That one just gets over the line. Now the Highlanders will have to touch up. Sutter McQuaid drops it there for Cormier, but this one's put back all the way down to Riva Luca. He'll stop that one there for McQuaid again. McQuaid will wait for the Vitos to start their breakout. Now it's coming. Cormier will stop up, try to go through the middle of the ice. He'll send this one deep. No icing. Picked up by Beaton. Now Stevens on it again for the Vitos in the offensive zone. Cormier sends a shot on off the pad of Birchall. And now Jameis Beaton away for the Highlanders. This one knocked off his stick, and away goes Livingstone. 2-on-2, an odd man rush. Livingstone tries to make it a move past his man, but he can't get going. And now it's McInnes the other way. Now the Vitos looking to set up here in the defensive zone. That pass off the stick of Case and Cooling. Back into the defensive zone. Greeley up to Shanks. Shanks tries to chip that one out. It finally gets out. And now Cooling's away with it. This one across the line, just a bit offside, and we'll get a stoppage play here with 5:06 left to go in the third period. A 3-3 game. Shots on net 25-20, now in favor of the St. John Vitos. Now Arbo sends that one down. Stopped by Birchall. Let there for Boyd. Now Havercourt sends it back across. Back up to Havercourt. Now Arbo picks it up for the Vitos. He'll send it there for Whitaker. Whitaker puts it back up the boards to Ahern. This one goes all the way out to neutral ice, and Sawyer Nadazdi will pick it up there for the Highlanders. They'll touch up and right back on the attack. Whitaker out wide, and this one will be sent in by Greeley. Now the Highlanders trying to work out on the breakout here. A trip there from Ahern onto Landry, but no call on the play. Now Pearson tries to step into Landry. He's knocked off. Now Rivaluka plays it back to McKinnon. McKinnon up the wall. Cade Twinars, first one to it. They'll send a low shot through. Rebound out there for Cormier. Poirier puts a shot on, and that one's saved. Now Boyle working it at the point. He'll keep it in. Just goes out. And now the Highlanders will have to regroup. This one almost caught up at center by Pearson. Now it's back to McKinnon. McKinnon up the wall. It'll be sent right back in to Max McKinnon. They'll send this one high out to Cutler. Cutler on it. He misses that one, and now it's out to Twinar. Twinar, odd man rush the other way. Now Brake gives it away. McCaddy, his shot off a stick, and now Brake has it again. I'll put it back into the corner. Now O'Toole there to pick it up for the Vitos. McCaddy sends that one to center ice, and now it's picked up by Boyd on the defensive end for the Highlanders. Out to center ice, and now O'Toole has it. O'Toole has a chance for the Vitos, but it's going the other way. Now it's James McCory. They'll put a couple of moves on there. And this shot just goes wide. It'll go back to Boyd at the point. Boyd will send a shot through wide and into the corner. Picked up there by O'Toole. Can't chip it by Andy Murray. Now a shot scores! The Highlanders pick it up. It's James McCory. He'll give the Highlanders a 4-3 lead. Just over 2 minutes left to go. And the Vitos, after working their way back from a 2-goal deficit, find themselves down here again. Now that pass, one back for the Highlanders, and it'll be up to center ice. A big hip check there by Murray on Livingstone, and he'll get the best of that. Now here go the Highlanders on the breakout. This one gets to Cormier. He'll send it across to McQuaid. McQuaid back to Cormier. Now that pass almost picked up at center ice by Andrew Jones. but now it's back to Boyd. Boyd up to Jones. His pass misses, and now it's Sutter McQuaid going to fire this one back in. All the way back. Birchall leaves it there for Boyd. Now the Vitos on it, putting pressure on him, and McClellan comes away with it. He's going to skate up and send it to Jones. Jones away for the Highlanders. He'll send it into the empty net, and that one just goes wide. Now another chance here for McCaddy. He'll send one on. That one blocked in front. 6-on-5 here now for the Vitos with the empty net. Kaysen Cooling working his way up. Tries to go through a couple of Highlanders. That one taken away. And finally kept into the point by Godin. Cooling. Slap shot fanned on it. He'll get another chance. Now a chance in front for the Vitos. They score! Trip Livingstone leads the flyby, and the Vitos come in clutch. Tying this one at 4 with 39 seconds to go in this third period. Folks, don't turn this one off just yet. Now, Sutter McQuaid loses that one. Havercourt's on it. Now the Vitos will send this one back down the ice, and it'll go for the icing. Face-off won there by Greeley. Back to Arbo. Arbo to McQuaid. They'll send this one up. Ahern tries to get this one out, but it's sent all the way back in, and now McClellan will pick it up. Here goes Greeley. They'll send this one in. Boyle on it, and that will do it for the third period of play. These two teams needing some extra hockey here on a Saturday night in Quispam Sis. We'll be right back with overtime here on High Button Sports. We're back on High Button Sports for overtime here between the Cabot Highlanders and the St. John Vitos. The Vitos tied it up with the extra attacker late in the third period, And now we've got some extra hockey here in New Brunswick. Now McClellan works it back to Landry. He'll go for a skate. Daniel Landry drops it to McClellan. McClellan walks in his shot off a stick and goes wide. And now Livingstone bumped off the puck. And it'll be the Highlanders regrouping. McClellan back to Landry. Teams 3-on-3 for this overtime period. 5 minutes. Shots now in overtime, 27-22 in favor of the Vitos. Now here goes McCaddy. McCaddy works in onside. Now he'll drive wide. McKinnon picks that one off, and now away goes Case and Cooling. He's got a goal already in this game. Now Cooling drops it off to Sutter McQuaid. McQuaid will bring this one across the line. He'll drop to Alexander Daggle. Trying to find an option, drops it there for Cooling. Cooling walks in around his man. He'll try and get a shot out front. Cooling saved by Burchell. Now McCory away for the Highlanders. He's knocked off the puck, and Daggle sends him to the ground. Burchell out to get it. Now McCory. Back to Boyd. Boyd will set up. 3 minutes left to go here in the extra frame. Now Boyd. He'll skate back, start it up. And now McQuaid, he'll get on that loose puck, tipped in front, almost goes into the own net. But it stayed out, and now Daggle back on it. Back to the point for McQuaid. This one past his stick. McQuaid will have to be careful here. Here's the last man back for the Vitos. And now he'll work it up again. McQuaid drops that one. And now it's Stevens. Evan Stevens working it in. Drives around the back of the net. He'll protect it again. Now he'll work his way back out to neutral ice and drop it back for Arbo. Arbo. Now here goes McKinnon. Maxim McKinnon skating up. He'll send a shot through. Scores! Game over. Good night. Vitos win. The Vitos complete the comeback, down 2 goals multiple times in this game. They find the marker in overtime to put them over the hump. And they take this one 5-4 over the Cabot Highlanders. My name's Dayton Camo for High Button Sports. We thank you for tuning in to this late one over here in Quispamsis. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11. We'll see you next time.